Hey guys, it's Cindy Lou, and in today's video, of course, I'm going to talk about my appointment, but I'm also going to talk about my whole pregnancy. And the reason why I'm doing this or talking about this is because in my previous video, I had a lot of questions, and some of these questions are things that I did talk about in my past videos. But of course, it's not your fault because I had deleted them. So in this video, I'm just going to say everything to answer those questions for you guys to catch you up, especially for my new subscribers and my new viewers. So let's go ahead and talk about my appointment. My appointment, I'm just gonna say it right now, was a complete disappointment. I was so upset at that appointment. And first, I'm weighing about 152 pounds now. They did draw blood on me, if you could see. I got bruised pretty bad. They did draw blood, just for HIV and things like that. In my last video, I did say that it was going to be an ultrasound appointment. I was going to show you pictures because that's what I was told. So all month or these past few weeks, I've been so excited for this appointment because I wanted to be able to see her and, like I said, show you guys pictures. But we had a whole hour wait at the clinic, and then they put us in this room, which was kind of uncomfortable. Like, it looked like a storage room. It didn't even look like a room that they always put us in. It just looked like one of the rooms, but there was like an unplugged printer on the floor. There was like these carts in there. It had some machines in there that weren't plugged in, and then they just had like a big couch in the middle. And I was like, what the heck? Like, are they putting us in here for us to wait longer? Like, I don't know what the deal is. So I guess with the couch, I guess because of how far along I am or how much bigger I am, they wanted me to be as comfortable as possible. But like I said, it was just weird. So all they did was check for her heartbeat and measured my stomach. I did ask the doctor about my throat because it's been about 2 weeks now. And I'm sorry if I cough during this video a lot because it just feels very dry. So before I cough, let me drink some water. Okay. So I told the doctor, and she did check my lungs to see if they were congested or anything like that. She said no, that it was probably just a change in the weather, but it's just been too long now. I don't really think that's what it is. Again, I do not have cold-like symptoms. I don't have fever or nothing. No allergies. It's just my throat. I don't know where this phlegm is coming from, but it is annoying, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that it's just coming out of my body. But I just have no idea how much I have because I feel like I cleared everything, and then I'll feel good for a few minutes, and then I'll cough, and then I'll feel another chunk in there. I know it's gross, but yeah. Okay, so that's what happened with the appointment. I did complain in a way. I did ask because like I said, I was told it was an ultrasound appointment, and it turned out it wasn't, that I'm not going to have another ultrasound ever, not anymore. So I guess I just have to wait till I deliver her to see her, which is fine. But like I said, I was just so excited to see her and to show you guys some pictures. So I'm sorry. Okay, next. Sorry, I have sticky notes because I wrote this stuff down. Let's rewind all the way back to the beginning. When I first found out I was pregnant, I believe it was in November. Let me drink some water. Oh, my throat feels so dry. Well, first of all, let me just tell you right away. My baby was not a mistake. It wasn't an accident. We did plan here. We did talk about it. Even though as young as we are, we did have a serious talk about it. This is something we both wanted. We made sure we both wanted this. So we kept trying and trying. I did start feeling symptoms already, But when I took a test, it always came out negative. So I was so frustrated, and I began to become depressed because I knew that I was, but the tests were telling me something different. And the things that I felt, I was feeling nauseated at the beginning before I took a test. This is when I already had that feeling, I think I'm pregnant, I got really nauseated, to the point I couldn't eat nothing. Any little smell made me gag. Even sound effects and food made me gag, like noodles. Like, I don't want to make the sound, but it's like, it makes like a weird noise. I would get grossed out, and I was like, nope, can't eat it. I did get some cramps, but then at the same time, it was so weird because they say the first thing you notice is your period. You have a missed period. But it was so weird. I was supposed to start my period. I was late a few days. Then I bled, but not like as in a regular period. It was like a bright pink, but it was still kind of was a lot. It wasn't too much. So I'd bleed for 2 days, and then it stopped, and then I'd bleed the next day, and then it stopped, and then for like 3 days or 4 days straight, I thought, okay, well, I guess oh, excuse me. I was like, well, I guess since not to be weird, we're being sexually active, that it just threw my whole cycle off. So I thought that I had finished, and then after 4 days, I started again. And like I said, it was like a bright pink. So I was just confused. I didn't know if I was pregnant or I was having, my cycle was just all messed up. So when I did find out I was pregnant, when they asked you that big question, when was your last menstrual? And I was like, I have no idea, because my last menstrual cycle was, there's a word for it. Like, it just wasn't right. It was just all mixed up. And, oh, I'm running out of air. Sorry. I'm sorry if I keep coughing, you guys. I apologize. It's annoying that I keep coughing. But when I did take the test, I bought 3 tests. It's a box that comes with 3. It says check, double check, and triple check. I did check the first one in the morning because they say your HCG levels, I think I said it right, are high. And I took it in the morning, negative. I was like, oh, I was sad. But I was like, no, I really think that I'm pregnant. And then I took the next test the next day. I should have waited, but knowing me, I do not like waiting. So the next day I took the other test in the morning, negative. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so upset. And that day my fiance was at work. He was coming home late from work, and I was already depressed. He kept telling me, don't worry if it's negative. We'll keep trying. We'll buy more tests. Don't worry about it, because I was getting really depressed, you guys. I was so upset. And I couldn't wait till the next morning. I'm like, you know what? I already kind of gave up. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take this test to get it over with, and then we'll just buy more. And I even told my fiance that if this test was negative, that I was done trying. Maybe it's just not time yet, but I really think that I'm pregnant. I'm experiencing these changes. And another thing I noticed, my gums were swelling and they were bleeding when I brushed my teeth. It hurt, you guys. It was so uncomfortable, and like the irritation was bad. I really did not like that part in my pregnancy. So again, back to taking the test. I took the test at night, and it only had a little bit, like this much pee, you guys. I didn't even pee a lot. I kind of forced myself. And I saw it, and then it looked negative. Excuse me. It looked negative, and I already got sad. It's like, I knew it. Like, why? I kind of told myself, you shouldn't cry because you knew this was going to happen. You know, you had that feeling, you know? So I kind of left the test there. And like I said, I was crying. I was in the restaurant just crying, frustrated, thinking of what I wanted to do. Either I wanted to stop trying or keep trying. And my fiance was or I think on his way home already. And I had looked at the test and I saw a faint line. And I was like, you know what? No. I'm making myself see this, you know? And I was like, no, I didn't believe it. Excuse me. I kept checking and I kept putting in the light. I'm like, I kind of see the line, but I can't tell. So I waited and waited. And the line started to get a little bit darker. And I was like, oh my God, like it showed I was pregnant. And oh my God, I was crying because I was happy. I didn't know how to react. And then knowing my fiance was coming home, he wanted me to take the test when he was home. And I felt so bad. Excuse me. Like I said, I didn't expect it. I did not expect it to be positive because in the morning it was negative. Like, what the heck? Like, there's no way. Like, it kind of was an accident that I took it because I could have sworn it was going to be negative. I did not expect it to be positive. So he was on his way home. He texted me, hey, babe, I'm on my way home. I was like, oh my God, like, so I put the test back in the wrapper. And of course, like I said, I was crying because I was happy now. So he comes home and he sees me crying. And he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I took the other test and it was negative. Sorry. I'm like, the test is negative. He's like, it's okay. Like, we'll keep trying. We'll buy more tests. I'm like, look at it. I was like, crying, look at it. And he was like, it's okay. I'm like, no, look at it. He looks at it. It's okay, babe. I'm like, no, like, look at it. And then he took the time to look at it. Because, like I said, it was like a faint line. And then his face just changed. He's like, oh, you're pregnant? And I was like, I'm pregnant. He didn't believe me at first. He was just making all these excuses. No, you drew the line. I'm like, no, I didn't. And he was like, no, you bought one of those fake ones. I'm like, how am I going to buy one? You have the car. How am I supposed to leave here? Or I didn't have any money at the time. I was like, well, how am I going to go buy one? And then he just like hugged me and we were just both crying. And it did take me a while for it to still sink in that I was pregnant. I kind of annoyed him to keep buying me more and more tests just to make sure. And I think I had bought 3 or 4 more tests. And yes, they all came back positive and the lines were more darker. And we finally went to the doctors to confirm it. Yes, I was pregnant. So the first symptoms that I had before I took the test for me to know I was pregnant was my gums, the bleeding of the gums, nausea, and cramps. Later on, I experienced migraines. When my stomach started to grow, I became very itchy all the time. Cravings. Beginning of pregnancy, I craved pickles and peppers, the little banana peppers. I love those things. I don't know. I just wanted to eat them all the time. With the pickles, I would eat a whole jar in one day. Plus the juice. I love drinking the juice. I know it's gross to a lot of people, but I did drink the juice to where I would get sick because it has a lot of salt, so I would get dehydrated. And I did have to go to the emergency because I was just dehydrated. I did not feel good. So they just gave me an IV to feel better. As of now, I don't want to cough. As of now, I have been craving pancakes. I just had pancakes this morning. Pancakes and potatoes. I never really craved sweets, like what they say, oh, you're having a girl, you're gonna crave sweets. I kind of was craving like more of the salty stuff. So I believe that that is a myth. Yeah, that's really it, you guys. As of now, I'm just struggling to breathe. The contractions and backaches. That's really it, you guys. So this was a very long video, but I hope that these kind of answered your questions. So I'm now going to show you my belly. So I'm wearing those pants, but let me move it a little bit down for you guys. There we go. This should be 32 weeks and 4 days. She's definitely getting bigger. Still no stretch marks, so okay. So I will go ahead and post a video for you guys next weekend. I'm sorry, this weekend. I keep getting that confused. This weekend for my 33-week pregnancy update. Bye, you guys.